Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am Sanjay Mattu with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin resolved to further develop India-Russia privileged strategic relationship. BJP says opposition's unity stands exposed as SP, TMC, BSP and AAP skipped the meeting called by the Congress. Supreme Court asks Enforcement Directorate to attach Indian properties of JP Morgan for violating FEMA and FDI norms while transacting with Amrapali Group. In Khelo India games at Guwahati, Haryana tops the medals tally with 17 gold. And in cricket, first one-day international between India and Australia to be played in Mumbai tomorrow. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today had a telephonic conversation with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Both leaders expressed their principled intent to further develop the India-Russia privileged strategic relationship. They also discussed some international matters, including the developments in the Persian Gulf region and in Libya. Mr. Modi and Mr. Putin also confirmed new face-to-face meetings, including during the Moscow events to mark the 75th anniversary of the victory in the Great Patriotic War and during the BRICS and Shanghai Cooperation Organization summits in St. Petersburg. The two leaders also exchanged New Year greetings. Senior BJP leader and Union Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad today said that the opposition's resolution against the amended citizenship law must have made Pakistan happy and asserted that the legislation is a chance to expose Islamabad's barbaric treatment of minorities. Opposition parties led by the Congress adopted a resolution today demanding that the Citizenship Amendment Act be withdrawn and the process of the National Population Register be stopped. Taking a dig at the opposition, Mr. Prasad said their unity stood exposed as major parties like SP, BSP, TMC and AAP kept away from the meeting.
विपक्षी एकता की हवा तो पहले ही उड़ गई, लेकिन जो प्रस्ताव पारित हुआ है उससे सबसे अधिक खुशी पाकिस्तान को होगी। ये प्रस्ताव देश के हित में नहीं है, ये प्रस्ताव देश की सुरक्षा के हित में नहीं है और ये प्रस्ताव उन लाखों अल्पसंख्यकों के हित में नहीं है जो अपनी इज्जत, आबरू, बर्बर, अमानवीय आचरण से भागकर हिंदुस्तान आए।
Launching a scathing attack against the opposition for protesting the CAA, the Union Law Minister said that Parliament passed the law after a thorough debate for 2 days in which every political party participated, and now it's being said that the Citizenship Act was passed in Parliament in haste. He said it shows the double standards of the opposition. The Supreme Court today asked the Enforcement Directorate or ED to attach the Indian properties of JP Morgan in violation of the Foreign Exchange Management Act or FEMA and foreign direct investment norms. JP Morgan was engaged in transactions with the now defunct Amrapali Group to allegedly siphon off home buyers' money. The bench also allowed the ED to take into custody the defunct group's chairman cum managing director Anil Kumar Sharma and the other 2 directors who are behind bars on the top court's order for interrogation under alleged money laundering offences. The ED said the US-based firm JP Morgan had invested 85 crore rupees in October 2010 to have a preferential claim on profits in the ratio of 75% to JP Morgan and 25% to the promoters of Amrapali Homes Project Private Limited and Ultra Home. Later, the same number of shares were bought back from JP Morgan for 140 crore rupees by 2 companies owned by a peon and an office boy of Amrapali's statutory auditor Anil Mittal. A bench of Justices Arun Mishra and UU Lalit was told by the ED official that the MNC remitted the money back to the USA. In another decision today, the Supreme Court adjourned for 3 weeks the hearing on pleas on the issue of allowing women of all ages to enter the Sabarimala temple in Kerala. A 9-judge constitution bench headed by Chief Justice S.A. Bobde was hearing a batch of 60 petitions, including those of issues of discrimination against Muslim and Parsi women. Justice Bobde said the court is thinking of listing other petitions apart from Sabarimala, such as entry of Muslim women into mosques and dargahs, as well as of Parsi women. The Chief Justice clarified that they were not hearing review petitions, but only the 7 questions referred to a larger bench by the 5-judge bench. In Jammu and Kashmir, 1 terrorist was killed in an encounter with security forces in central Kashmir's Budgam district this evening. Security sources said that a joint party of security forces launched cordon and search operations. On the basis of inputs, about the presence of terrorists in Behrampura area of Chadura Tehsil in the district. As the forces zeroed in on the suspected place, the hiding terrorist fired indiscriminately, triggering a gunfight. The sources said one terrorist was killed on the spot during the gunfight. Arms and ammunition were recovered from the encounter site. The identity of the slain terrorist is being ascertained. Earlier in the day, terrorists attacked a Central Reserve Police Force party at Sarnal, Anantnag in South Kashmir. No loss or injury was reported from the incident site. Forces cordoned off the area to nab the attackers. Another tragedy was averted by security forces after they detected and recovered around 4 kilograms of IED or improvised explosive device from under the small bridge at Panzla area on Rafiabad-Baramulla Road in North Kashmir. The News Services Division of All India Radio will present a discussion on pre-budget analysis from 7:10 to 7:40 p.m. daily till the 27th of this month. This can be heard on the FM Gold channel of AIR and on all social media platforms of the News Services Division of All India Radio. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website, newsonair.com. Students, teachers and parents across India are eagerly waiting for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's interaction program Pariksha Pe Charcha 2020. The event will be held at Talkatora Stadium in New Delhi on the 20th of this month. Over 2,000 students, parents and teachers will be participating from all over the country. Mr. Modi will answer questions and interact with selected students about how they can beat examination stress. Talking to AIR News, Surendra Kumar, a teacher of Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Golaghat, Assam, said, the program is beneficial for students to overcome examination stress.
This program, Pariksha Pe Charcha, is very good for our students. They can overcome tension, stress after the discussion among different students by this Pariksha Pe Charcha. Due to the exam, especially board students, they take more pressure. So after this program, they can remove the tension by using different activities.
A student of the government senior secondary school, Gudakheda, Rajasthan, Bharat Kumar Meena said that he is very excited to meet the Prime Minister as his speech would help address his problems.
When I heard this news, I was very excited and very happy. उनसे बातें करने पर अपनी जो समस्या होती है उनका हम उनके द्वारा जो सवाल के जवाब करने से हल हो सकते हैं। परीक्षा को एक उत्सव के रूप में ही लेना चाहिए। जिस तरह हम किसी उत्सव की तैयारी करते हैं ना, हमें उसी तरह परीक्षा की भी तैयारी करनी चाहिए।
As part of connecting the youth of Jammu and Kashmir with livelihood opportunities and jobs in reputed national and international companies, Mission Youth J&K is organizing campus recruitments for various universities and colleges. In this regard, the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Kashmir, Professor Talat Hussain, and Chief Executive Officer of Mission Youth, Dr. Sayyid Abid Rashid Shah, discussed the modalities today. The Vice-Chancellor directed the Center for Career Counseling and Planning to organize the events in keeping with the job aspirations of the students, as well as balancing them with the requirements of the companies to ensure that the program is successful. Classes for the winter session started at Jawaharlal Nehru University, JNU today. Vice-Chancellor M. Jagadish Kumar said that 50% of the students have already paid their hostel dues and registered their names for the upcoming examination. He appealed to those students who have not registered for the examinations as yet to do it earnestly, else it will lead to loss of one academic year. In international news, in Iran, the government today denied a cover-up after it took days for the armed forces to admit that a Ukrainian airliner was accidentally shot down by it last week. The Iranian government spokesman said, though some officials were accused of lying and a cover-up, but that was not the case. The comments came after a second night of demonstrations in Tehran against the authorities over the air disaster. President Hassan Rouhani has promised an investigation into the air disaster in a telephone call with Sweden's Prime Minister Stefan Löfven. The Ukraine International Airlines Boeing 737 was shot down shortly after it took off from Tehran before dawn on Wednesday last week, killing all 176 passengers and crew on board. The weather now. Cold wave conditions are prevailing across North India following fresh snowfall and rain. In Uttarakhand's Chamoli, Uttarkashi and Rudraprayag, snowfall occurred at high altitude areas of the districts in the Garhwal region. In Pithoragarh and some other parts of the Kumaon region, cold wave conditions intensified following snowfall in hilly areas. Dehradun received some showers this evening. The Met Department has forecast that hail is likely to occur at isolated places in the state. However, heavy snowfall is very likely at isolated places in the higher reaches of Uttarkashi, Rudraprayag, Chamoli and Pithoragarh districts. In Rajasthan, a few places received rainfall including Jaisalmer, Sriganganagar and Bikaner. Bundi was the coldest place in the state at a low of 6 degrees Celsius. In Punjab, there was rainfall in Mohali, Jalandhar and Amritsar, among other places. Rains also lashed Ambala, Panchkula and Kurukshetra in Haryana. There were reports of power disruption in some places, including Chandigarh. In Jammu and Kashmir, rain and snowfall stopped early this evening, while moderate to heavy rains continuously lashed Srinagar and other parts of the Kashmir region during the full day. Kashmir received a fresh spell of snowfall late last night. The plains and upper reaches of the valley received heavy snowfall. Srinagar recorded 12 centimeters of snow, Gulmarg 27 and Pahalgam 21.5 centimeters. The national capital Delhi today witnessed light rain. The city recorded a minimum temperature of 8 degrees Celsius, a notch above normal, and a maximum of 19.9 degrees Celsius. 18 flights departing from the Delhi airport were cancelled today due to inclement weather at other destinations. Air quality remained in a very poor category today. In the Khelo India Youth Games in Guwahati, Haryana has risen to the occasion and won all the 4 gold medals in the boys and girls kabaddi events today. Haryana now leads the medals tally with 17 gold and 17 silver, followed by Maharashtra with 16 gold and 20 silver medals. Delhi with 12 gold and 6 silver medals stands third. A report.
It was a day for athletes as a total of 19 medals were in stake in multiple disciplines today. Kerala's Priscilla Daniel and Uttarakhand's Anup Kumar Mahim clinched gold in 800-meter race in under 21 girls and boys categories. In boys under 17 800-meter hurdle, Pradeep Santhill from Tamil Nadu won gold. In girls 400-meter hurdle, Delhi girl Preeti snatched the title, while in boys category, Gujarat Dhavel Mahesh got the gold. Assam girl Gangotri Bordoloi won gold in 60-kilometer cycling, while another local favorite, Hriday Hazarika, won silver in 10-meter air rifle shooting. With Sasank Kumar, Manaspatim Sharma, AR News, Guwahati.
In cricket, the first one-day international of the 3-match series between India and Australia will be played at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai tomorrow. The match is scheduled to begin at 1:30 p.m. All India Radio will broadcast a live commentary on the match from 1 p.m. till the end of the match on FM Rainbow. The festival of Lohri is being celebrated today in North India, especially in Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Delhi, Jammu and Chandigarh. It is celebrated with a bonfire and is mostly associated with the sugarcane harvest. President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have greeted the people on the occasion of Lohri. Our Chandigarh correspondent has filed this report.
The celebration of Lohri is in full swing in Punjab, Haryana and Chandigarh. Despite rain, people are dancing on the beats of drum. The warmth of Bhangra and women's Gidda is increasing the hustle and bustle of festival. After the sunset, people lit the bonfire of Lohri and they were seen offering jaggery and things made of jaggery groundnuts into the bonfire and praying for well-being of all. Prior to it during the day, the children collected pieces of wood and money besides eatable things by moving door to door while singing folk songs of Dulla Bhatti and De Mai Lakdi, De Mai Lohri. Ashwini Kumar Sharma, AIR News, Chandigarh.
The News Services Division of All India Radio, in its weekly bilingual live phone-in program Public Speak, will bring you a discussion tonight on Sadak Suraksha Jeevan Raksha. This can be heard on the FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. And before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin resolved to further develop India-Russia privileged strategic relationship. BJP says opposition's unity stands exposed as SP, TMC, BSP and AAP skip the meeting called by the Congress. Supreme Court asks Enforcement Directorate to attach Indian properties of JP Morgan for violating FEMA and FDI norms while transacting with Amrapali Group. In Khelo India Games at Guwahati, Haryana tops the medals tally with 17 gold, and in cricket, first one-day international between India and Australia to be played in Mumbai tomorrow. And that's all in the news at 9. Good night.